Mo'Nique, born Mo'Nique Angela Hicks on December 11, 1967, in Woodlawn, Maryland, is one of the most fearless and dynamic performers in the American entertainment industry. Her life story is one of resilience, reinvention, and revolution, a journey through comedy, television, cinema, personal struggle, and a public battle for equity in Hollywood. Mo'Nique was the youngest of 4 children in a working-class African-American family. Her father, Stephen Hicks Jr., was a drug counselor, and her mother, Alice Hicks, was an engineer. Despite her humorous nature from an early age, Mo'Nique's childhood was marked by serious trauma. She later revealed publicly that she was sexually abused by her older brother, Gerald Hicks, a revelation that would later become a powerful part of her advocacy for healing and truth. She graduated from Milford Mill High School in Baltimore County and briefly attended Morgan State University. Later, she studied at the Broadcasting Institute of Maryland, setting her sights on a career in entertainment. Mo'Nique's first professional breakthrough came through stand-up comedy. Known for her bold, brassy, no-holds-barred comedic style, she quickly made a name for herself on the stand-up circuit. Her big break came in the late 1990s when she was cast as Nikki Parker in the UPN sitcom, The Parkers, which aired from 1999 to 2004. Her portrayal of a sassy, single mother returning to college earned her wide acclaim and made her a household name among African-American audiences. During this time, Mo'Nique also began hosting stand-up specials and appeared in Queens of Comedy, 2001, alongside comedians like Sommer and Adele Givens. Her sharp wit and confident stage presence earned her admiration and solidified her as a comedic force. Mo'Nique transitioned into film with supporting roles in movies like Two Can Play That Game, 2001, Soul Plane, 2004, and Fat Girls, 2006. While many of these roles highlighted her comedic abilities, it was a dramatic turn that would change her career forever. In 2009, Mo'Nique starred as Mary Lee Johnston, the abusive mother in Lee Daniels' harrowing film Precious. Her chilling performance shocked critics and audiences alike. It was a complete departure from her comedic persona, and it was brilliant. She won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, along with a Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild Award, and BAFTA Award. Her Oscar win was historic, not only because of the power of the performance, but because it cemented Mo'Nique as a versatile, world-class actress. After her Oscar win, Mo'Nique's relationship with Hollywood became complicated. She alleged that she was blackballed from major roles after refusing to play the game during Oscar season by promoting Precious without additional pay. She declined to do extra press for the film beyond her contract and spoke out about the exploitative expectations placed on black artists in Hollywood. Director Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry were all implicated in the public dispute, with Mo'Nique accusing them of turning their backs on her. She stood her ground, insisting that she was not being difficult, just demanding respect and fairness. In 2018, Mo'Nique made headlines again when she filed a lawsuit against Netflix, accusing the platform of racial and gender discrimination. Netflix offered her a much lower fee for a comedy special than other comedians like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Amy Schumer. Mo'Nique argued that the offer, $500,000, was unjust and reflective of deeper systemic biases. Though some dismissed her as difficult or out for attention, many applauded her for challenging powerful institutions and standing up for herself and others. In 2022, the lawsuit was settled, and in 2023, Netflix released My Name is Mo'Nique, a stand-up special in which she reclaimed her story with raw honesty and classic humor. Mo'Nique has been married twice. Her current husband, Sidney Hicks, is also her business manager. Their relationship has drawn public interest, especially after Mo'Nique spoke openly about their open marriage arrangement early on, though she later clarified that the dynamic evolved, and they grew into a traditional monogamous relationship built on love and respect. The couple co-hosted the podcast Mo'Nique and Sidney's Open Relationship, where they discussed love, relationships, and the entertainment industry. Mo'Nique is also a proud mother to 4 sons. Over the years, she has undergone a powerful personal transformation. Once body positive before the term gained mainstream traction, Mo'Nique has since adopted a healthy lifestyle, shedding significant weight through exercise and mindful eating, but always with a message of self-love and empowerment. Today, Mo'Nique stands as a symbol of defiance and dignity in the face of Hollywood's injustices. She is both celebrated and controversial, never afraid to speak truth, even if it costs her comfort or popularity. Her story resonates because it is not just one of talent, but of courage, conviction, and clarity. Mo'Nique demanded respect, not just for herself, but for the countless black women entertainers who have been undervalued, underpaid, and overlooked. Mo'Nique, the unapologetic comedian and Oscar-winning actress, has built a life and legacy that defy conventional Hollywood narratives. Her net worth estimated to fall between $6 million and $13 million as of 2025 is a reflection not just of her talent, but of a fierce battle for financial dignity in an industry known for exploitation and inequality. To understand how Mo'Nique amassed her wealth, one must look beyond numbers and into the layers of her journey, from sitcom stardom to standing up against industry giants. Mo'Nique's wealth began accumulating during her time on the hit sitcom The Parkers, 1999 to 2004, where she portrayed Nikki Parker, a bold and unfiltered single mother. The show was a commercial success, and by its final season, Mo'Nique reportedly earned about $55,000 per episode. With a typical 22-episode season, she made over $1.2 million annually at the show's peak. However, despite the show's success in syndication generating what Mo'Nique alleges is over $2 billion in revenue, she claims she has received none of the royalties. In 2023, she filed a lawsuit against CBS and Paramount, accusing them of deceptive accounting practices and demanding her rightful share. This lawsuit not only highlights her advocacy for fair compensation, but also represents an attempt to reclaim a portion of wealth long denied to her. In 2009, Mo'Nique stunned the world with her Oscar-winning performance in Precious as Mary Lee Johnston, a cruel and abusive mother. The role, while critically acclaimed, came with modest financial compensation, just $50,000. Unlike many Oscar winners whose paychecks skyrocket post-win, Mo'Nique's path took a more controversial turn. She refused to participate in unpaid promotional events for Precious, and openly criticized the expectation that she should work for free in the name of awards campaigning. As a result, she says she was blackballed in Hollywood, and major studios distanced themselves from her. This pivotal moment cost her roles, revenue, and what could have been tens of millions in mainstream earnings. However, it laid the foundation for her next fight, one for respect, integrity, and equality. In the years that followed, Mo'Nique pivoted back to her roots, stand-up comedy. She toured extensively and launched a Las Vegas residency titled Mo'Nique Does Vegas. This residency not only kept her financially afloat, but also helped her pay off hundreds of thousands of dollars in back taxes. Between 2013 and 2015, Mo'Nique and her husband manager Sydney Hicks reportedly faced over $600,000 in IRS liens. But with careful money management, live performance income, and sheer determination, they settled the debts and preserved her financial standing. Perhaps the most public battle over money came in 2018, when Mo'Nique called for a boycott of Netflix after the streaming giant offered her just $500,000 for a comedy special, far less than the multi-million-dollar deals given to comedians like Dave Chappelle and Amy Schumer. She filed a lawsuit in 2019, accusing Netflix of racial and gender discrimination. Many critics dismissed her claims, but Mo'Nique remained unwavering. In 2022, the lawsuit was quietly settled, and in 2023, Netflix released her stand-up special My Name is Mo'Nique, signaling that her voice was not only powerful but profitable. 5. In the years that followed, Mo'Nique pivoted back to her roots, stand-up comedy. She toured extensively and launched a Las Vegas residency titled Mo'Nique Does Vegas. This residency not only kept her financially afloat, but also helped her pay off hundreds of thousands of dollars in back taxes. Between 2013 and 2015, Mo'Nique and her husband manager Sydney Hicks reportedly faced over $600,000 in IRS liens. But with careful money management, live performance income, and sheer determination, they settled the debts and preserved her financial standing. Perhaps the most public battle over money came in 2018, when Mo'Nique called for a boycott of Netflix after the streaming giant offered her just $500,000 for a comedy special, far less than the multi-million-dollar deals given to comedians like Dave Chappelle and Amy Schumer. She filed a lawsuit in 2019, accusing Netflix of racial and gender discrimination. Many critics dismissed her claims, but Mo'Nique remained unwavering. In 2022, the lawsuit was quietly settled, and in 2023, Netflix released her stand-up special My Name is Mo'Nique, signaling that her voice was not only powerful but profitable. 5. Mo'Nique's estimated net worth of $6 to $13 million is not merely a financial figure, it is the outcome of a decades-long battle for fairness, dignity, and justice in show business. Her fortune has not come easy, nor has it come through conventional routes. It has been carved out through lawsuits, lost opportunities, sold-out shows, and courageous truth-telling. Mo'Nique may not be the wealthiest star in Hollywood, but her story proves that standing up for one's worth can, in time, become the most valuable asset of all.